Hello, everybody. Happy Wednesday morning. It's Dave Neal, stand-up comic and host of Bachelor in Paradise. A guy's review. We're going to get into this review right now of Bachelor in Paradise, episode 9 from Tuesday night. That's right, 2 episodes a week. It's a lot. We'll just barrel through it. We start by, I'm going to share with you guys all of my thoughts and notes. No edits, no jump cuts, just me, you. Let's get into it. All right, we open with Logan saying that turtles are good luck. Well, if turtles are good luck, call me St. Patrick, because at my wedding week last week, we did a beachside dinner, and you won't believe what happened. My wife's favorite animal is turtles. She absolutely loves turtles, and one was found swimming towards her and crawling itself on the beach. And because when the nighttime comes, the artificial light can actually attract them out of the water. So we took this turtle and replaced it back in the ocean. And then, of course, she cried because she was like, "It's a sign for our marriage and everything," which is great. I was happy that she saw that. Okay, just a little thing I wanted to share with you guys. Very nice. Shanae, Genevieve, and Victoria talk about how much they hate the resort, and then they wish they were back on the beach. They want to grill their men, what they missed out on. So then Jesse arrives and says, Jesse arrives, and then all the ladies moan. They're like, but they don't moan in a good way. One of the ladies yells, "Hit me, Jesse," but again, not in a good way. Although I'm sure there's been some ladies out there that have wanted Jesse to stumble upon them, if you will. Jesse says, not in a of course fantasy way. I know I think of that. Okay, Jesse says, "I know this week has been tough, but it's all in the name of love." And it's like, Jesse, no, this isn't all in the name of love. How did he even say that with a straight face? Get this guy an Emmy. It's not in the name of love. It's in the name of drama, chaos, and trying to find ways to disrespect millennials. Or Gen Z, whatever. He tells the ladies, "You're going back to a very different beach." He says the truth is going to come out. And it's like, yeah, it sure is going to come out. I don't know if it's going to come out on the show or afterwards. But I have to think the Bachelor in Paradise tell-all that we're going to get in November is going to be one for the ages. Which is very nice to have that right before the Christmas season. You can help pay for some gifts if everyone watches my channel. All right, back at the beach, Kate Gallivan says her money is on total chaos. Says Shanae could come back in and go completely nuclear, and she's not wrong. Not wrong at all. Although, as we'll see, Kate contributed to that chaos. Kind of let me down. Your boy Dave has been let down, Kate. Come on, I thought we had a good thing going. The women storm the beach like it's a World War II reenactment. Remember where they just marched down? "Hey, where's my man? Did you kiss?" They start smelling there like, "Is there glitter on you?" Whatever. Genevieve immediately asks Aaron what's up, and Aaron says he was scared Genevieve would forget about him. She tells him she didn't date anyone, and then he tells her the same. She cries. They hug. It's pretty cute. Andrew and the crew are watching from afar, and they're like, "Is it a good hug?" Like they're over there kind of like wondering. They're just having this like moment where they're hugging, they're crying. Are they breaking up? Are they getting married? We just really can't tell the difference. Then of course Genevieve mounts Aaron, and as soon as she mounts Aaron and they make out, everyone on the beach just cheers. They're like, "Yeah, oh my gosh, can you believe it? It's amazing." Now Shanae's turn. She returns and Logan and Shanae hold hands, and I'm like, oh boy. Everyone else braces for the real Shanae. Please stand up. Please stand up. Will the real Shanae please cause chaos? Please cause chaos. Logan is like, "Did you meet anyone else?" And Logan says, after watching Shanae smooch James, he said he wanted to give himself the opportunity to meet others. Logan tells Shanae he didn't like how she talked about juggling multiple men. She walks away. Logan asks if he can give her a hug. It's a quick no from Shanae. Yeah, you never want the lady to be doing this thing. You never want a lady's hands to be doing Muppets. You know what I mean? She's like, "No, bye-bye." You don't want that. And again, I'm sure they snipped a 30-minute conversation down to 2 minutes. But Logan was essentially saying, "Yeah, I watched you make out with James. I figured I might as well put my eggs in other baskets." And let's just say Logan's eggs are in so many different baskets, okay? They've been in everybody's baskets. Logan's eggs like to dip into multiple baskets, which is fine. Single guy on the beach, absolutely fine. Shanae says Kate Gallivan sounds like a man. She was like, "Oh, you love me for that Kate Gallivan," which again, not to say anyone sounds like a man or a woman. People's voices are of different levels of frequency. Like Shanae's actually probably got technically a lower pitched voice than Kate, but I mean, I'm not, I don't think Shanae sounds like a man. I just think she has, that Midwestern voice, she's got that Ohio voice to her, which is totally fine. Like, kind of sexy, right? Logan and Kate kiss, the beach cheers. Okay, so that's where it gets a little triggering, where Logan and Kate are back together and everyone's like, yeah. And then the camera pans to Shanae, and then dark Shanae commence. If you thought we had nice Shanae right now the camera has panned to dark Shanae. A storm's a brewing. Shanae now reapproaches Logan, and Brandon says, let's get ready for Pompeii, of course in reference to the ancient city that was destroyed due to a volcano eruption. So I don't know which natural disaster we've got here, a tornado or a volcano or maybe a volnado. Maybe have we made that horror movie yet? Volnado? Let's do it. It's when Shanae touches down on a beach from above in a circular wind motion, and at the same time, magma comes out of the ground and gets sucked. The magma gets sucked into the tornado and then spews onto people. That's what I like to call Volnado. New movie by Dave Neal. Okay, Shanae Volnado. Val Shanado? That sounds like a Russian action hero. Season 3 of The Terminator with Val Shanado. Okay, I digress. Jacob and Jill reunite. Hey, give me a little credit. We've made like 18 videos this week. We have breaking news stories from literal Rome, Italy. What do you guys want from me? Oh, Dave, you stumbled on this word. The fact that I'm alive right now with you guys should be all the reason to hit the like button. And also, don't forget, mid-video advertisement, follow me on Instagram at DNeals. And I'm on Patreon after this at 10 a.m., patreon.com/Dave Neal. I'm launching a new podcast. It's called Bachelor Rush Hour, and it's going to be the day's content all put together for you guys. That'll be airing East Coast at rush hour, 5 p.m. East Coast every single day. So that's going to be extra content for you guys. What I need from you is to go into the link in the comment section and sign up for my newsletter. When Bachelor Rush Hour comes out next week, starting November 1st, I'm going to need you guys to rate it, review it, sign up on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, SoundCloud, iHeartRadio. It's going to be everywhere you can get podcasts. There might be some technical hiccups at first because, when you start a podcast, some databases will accept it before others. It's kind of a little bit complicated to start, but I promise you professional audio as I make more references to Val Sharknado, whatever it's called. Okay. All right. So Jacob and Jill reunite. They, fall down a hill or fetch a pail of water or whatever the hell they do. Jill tells Jacob she misses him. He says he had a connection with Kate. Jill laughs at that, which of course laughter is not always when we find things funny, but it's also what we do in moments of anxiety or fear. You ever get in a fight with someone? You ever get in a verbal fight with someone and they start laughing? You're like, I'm about to get my ass kicked. They're like, boom. Jacob says he doesn't have the thing he is looking for with Jill. Jill tells Jacob he was comfort and safety to her, but that she has clarity now that he doesn't like her, so she can find it elsewhere. Jill tells the crew she is bouncing. She makes fun of him, but it's like, yeah, he dumped you. She goes like, oh yeah, I got dumped by a Lyft driver. I know, look, it's very, I'll probably make a separate video about this. It's kind of funny, but at the same time, having been a Lyft and Uber driver and knowing a lot of my friends in the arts and entertainment that work 4 different jobs. They're doing brunch, they're serving people bottomless mimosas. They're doing this to get by. Also, they can pursue whatever creative dreams they have, because a lot of times in the creative worlds, you just need other, reasons to survive. So for her to make fun of him that he's a Lyft driver, it's like, you just got dumped by a Lyft driver. I get she's kind of making fun of herself, but it's also very classist because, I know there are dads and granddads and young moms and people that do Lyft and other side hustles because they need extra money because we live in late stage capitalism and people don't make enough from their main job. Okie dokie. I digress. Make sure to get out there and vote. Alex and the new guys find out they are making it to the beach today, so they're all excited. The Australian guy is putting mustard on his eggs. I think we all saw this. This is a And of course, God forbid they actually showed the type of mayonnaise that they use. He put mayonnaise and mustard. Look, I don't know. Is this a Australian thing? Was there not enough Vegemite in the Airbnb? Come on, get out of here with this. This is gross. I don't mind. See, I can't knock the mayonnaise because I know mayonnaise is kind of like an ingredient in Chipotle sauce, which a lot of times will be used in like breakfast burritos. Listen, if you never had a breakfast burrito with Chipotle sauce, you might be doing it wrong, okay? So let's not knock the mayonnaise. I know a lot of other cultures use it. If you've never been to Belgium and had mayonnaise with your French fries, have you really lived is the question. Talk about elitist. Look at me over here. I'm making fun of Jill for making fun of Lyft drivers, and I'm making fun of you peasants that don't use mayonnaise with your French fries. You don't eat your French fries in a cone with a small fork? Why is it the more rich you get, the smaller the forks get? You ever notice that? You're just a normal person eating food, but all of a sudden you stumble on the lottery. Next thing you know, you've got a little fork that is eating your small olives. All right. That felt funny to me. This is why we do what we do, to make myself laugh. If you can't make yourself laugh or make yourself happy, you can't provide joy to others. Otherwise, I'd be a hack grifter, and we don't need those. Get out and vote. Brittany and Andrew reconvene. She says she got clarity from Tyler, so she will pursue him. What does it mean when you get clarity from somebody? That sounds like he bent you over and gave you that good clarity. Metaphorically speaking, guys, come on. It's a Wednesday. It's a hump day, folks. Speaking of which, Andrew says no ill will. He's happy for her. So Brittany and Andrew show very unproblematic ways to end something, which is probably bad for TV. It's not good for Bachelor in Paradise, but it's good for real life. They're like, all right, yeah, we found other people. It wasn't for us. And the producers are like, aren't you going to get mad at each other? It's like, nah, not really. We're just going to move on. The producers are like, what? We can't invite you back to the beach. We need chaos. Serene returns to the beach and hugs Brandon. Slow-mo, lovely moment. Boy, golly, are they both not so good looking? I would watch slow motion of them both running anywhere. At the beach, at the gym, they could be doing their taxes in slow motion. Whatever, the more beautiful you are, the slower you show the motion, the more beautiful they become. I would watch Serene slow motion eating mayonnaise. Where did it go? I would watch Serene slow motion putting mayonnaise on her eggs. Okay. By the way, I love that they're like, well, we can't show butts on the beach, but if we put this chain link sarong on, then you're perfectly fine. You know, this is why the show needs to be on Hulu. Get this show off of terrestrial TV. Seriously. You know, we say we live in this land of the free. I tell you what, you know, maybe in some ways we do, but we're so restricted with like even the content that we can broadcast on TV. We can't show butt cracks. Listen, it's 2022. The United States of America. Let me tell you a little something about this. Okay, hold on.
That's rubbish, Dave.
It's not rubbish at all. The United States of America is the birthplace of butt cracks, and we can't even export it on our dang TV screens. It's a disgrace. It's an absolute disgrace. Johnny and Victoria hug. He says he feels like a little kid right now. And say, well, be careful, Johnny. It's not going to necessarily go well for you for the rest of the episode. Johnny, they hug. He doesn't want to lose what he has. And then Victoria tells Johnny that there's this other guy that met a lot of requirements. And then Johnny goes, what requirements? Like a checklist? He's like, what are you getting your smog checked out over there? What kind of requirements do you have? Are you at the DMV? Do you have to bring your license and a proof of insurance? Requirements? What are you talking about? He asks her if Johnny says, do I meet those requirements? Johnny says he doesn't want to be anyone's second choice. Johnny doesn't know if he should stay or walk away. This sounds like a song from the 80s. Johnny says he doesn't want to be anybody's second choice. Johnny doesn't know if he should walk or stay away. Okay, he says he's still invested in her, but she needs to make a decision. Johnny gets to they all can't be hits, guys. Johnny gets defensive when Victoria asks her what her career goals are. Johnny basically tells her it's him or the highway. And we saw this. Do I have the photo? This is what Johnny posted last night. Not always do we have the best responses when we hear some shitty news. Careers and goals are very much important. Stay in school, kids. Now, this doesn't sound like it makes sense, but you have to read it in Yoda's voice. Not always do we have the best responses when we... Okay, get out of here. I'm just bombing. But isn't that what you guys love? All right, so anyway, what does Johnny have to say? He's defensive. Brittany Galvin reintroduces herself to Tyler. She's like, hi, I'd love some more clarity if you don't mind. Pull my hair. Says I should... Clarity. Hey, come on. Some people like it. Some people don't. Ask first. You know what I mean? You want some hair pulled? They might say, no, I've got extensions in. Maybe they want their hair. Maybe they have extensions in. They also want their hair pulled. What do I know, folks? I don't want my hair pulled. You know what I mean? I got a good cowlick here. I'm in my late 30s, and we only get so much hair. Don't pull. Don't tug. You can look. Don't touch. Then they smooch on the daybed, show you. She goes, yeah, I'd like to show you. I'd like to reintroduce myself. She was like, I could show you around the neighborhood. And then she shows him around her mouth cavity. Johnny, poor Johnny, which would be a great name for a ska band. Poor Johnny. Watching Alex and Victoria do their thing, heartbreaking. Victoria tells Alex that her and Alex have had conversations that Johnny and her never had. Mr. Steal Your Girl right there. Can't blame Alex, but no offense to Alex. He's been on Bachelor in Paradise, Bachelor in Paradise Canada, Bachelor in Paradise Australia, Bachelorette. So is Alex, does he have a problem sticking around? I mean, he's gorgeous, he's wealthy, he's strong. So what's the red? We talk about red flags. And no offense to Alex, if I was gorgeous, wealthy, and strong, you can only be 2 out of the 3. Not to say I'm gorgeous and wealthy, and not to say I'm strong. You can, the point is that when you have all 3, gorgeous, wealthy, and strong, that is a problem. That is a problem child. That is somebody who has no reason to grow up. Johnny couldn't stop looking at them, sees them laughing, etc. Meanwhile, Alex tells Victoria he wanted to kiss her. Victoria says Alex on paper is a perfect guy. Then she gets sad, and that's where we leave off. Let me know what you guys think. I'll be live at 10 a.m. on patreon.com/Dave Neal. I had a spoiler video last night that I released right before Bachelor in Paradise. So if you follow my breaking news content and didn't check that out, go watch it now. Tons of other content coming your way. We'll talk to you soon. Bye, guys.